here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Burns. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Trojans want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, you know, don't fall over in your seats.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup. But the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unleashes one. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really...
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not... Does he recover the fumble? He gets the first down.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. The Sooners are on the move. The give. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Sooners. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going to the ground. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the Trojans need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And man, did they cover that ground in a flash. A 95-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Now on the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it quick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going right and going deep. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
He's in open space downfield.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Fakes to grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Fit it in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Trojans. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Washington. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. The play-action fake. Pocket breaking down. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy one...
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to commute.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think he got...
Breaks into the open. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Sooners. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Burns. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got him, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top-down state.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They'll line up to go for 2.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. I knew it was hot out there, but apparently it's fried the coach's brain. They've got the punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point... This game is gone. They're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Now rolling to the left. Crosses the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's Damatova. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway.
Turning it on! Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He's got it down the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Damatova. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Give to the fullback.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
And they'll take a knee. And now on second down for this offense. They'll take a knee as they keep draining the time off that clock, now under a minute to go. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Goes to the option. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.